This trip took a little bit more effort than most of them I've traveled overseas for a number of reasons. Firstly, you gotta go to the PCR rapid COVID test, which is fine. I mean, I get it. You gotta do it during COVID. It is a bit annoying though because there's not a lot of clarity on whether or not these tests can get done in time. Now you do have like the rapid testing and stuff of that nature, but there's a little bit of uncertainty based on the websites that I was reading about which test was viable. So hopefully I don't have a hold up in South Africa. I did get a rapid PCR, so hopefully that should be good. Some PCR in there. We'll see though, because you never know with these things. So yeah, I had to go get one of those. Got it done at Walgreens. Next, you got a special form you got to fill out. Typically, when you go to another country, typically you have to, fill out an entry form, so to speak. Give things like, your name, date, where you're going to be staying, your birth date, other important things like contact numbers while you're in the country. And so that's par for course, but South Africa has a pre-one, and I kind of imagine that I'm going to be having to do a post-one as well, so we'll see how it goes on that. All right. Next, I had to go get immunizations because I'm going up to Africa. I'm going to be going up to the northeastern part. There's different stuff in there I got to be careful for. I had to go get some medications in case I had typhoid, which I learned was really bad diarrhea, which I think we have that in Spain. And then next, I had to get a vaccine for, I don't even know what I got a vaccine for. I think it was typhoid? Is it typhoid? Tetanus? I don't know. I got a vaccine for one of them now. Actually, let me check here what I got. Yeah, I got a typhoid medication. I got, let's see what else I got. I got an MMR, wait. I don't know, man. I got something that I need for Africa. Maybe yellow fever. I know that's one of them we talked about. But, yeah, so, yeah, looks like I got a vaccine for that. The typhoid. I was right. Okay. But there's a whole host of stuff. So I'm also on anti-malaria medication that I started 2 days ago. Malaria is going to be an issue up in the area I'm going to. I'm going to KwaZulu-Natal region. And hopefully there's no issues, but I'm going in a country. The town, or the place I'm going to for Rakim's wedding is a little bit outside of this area called Paul Petersburg, which is near the border of Swaziland. And that's, I think, renamed Eswatini, I think is the new name of it, but it's formerly Swaziland, okay? But yeah, I went and got that, got a whole immunization history so they know what's going on. And it wasn't cheap for some of this medication. It's just like $155 for some of the stuff. I got a special Primethrin cream, which you kind of need anyways, just because of mosquitoes. But I didn't want to risk getting sick out here. Also, I'm on a probiotic, so that factors in the cost as well. But these are some things you really got to think about when you're traveling. So for the first time ever, I have a travel folder. Bro, they really are here selling $9 water. $9 water. That's like 10 with taxes. Perfectly balanced, light and luminous, with a tonic note. Don't know what's going on up here, but there's like a massive holdup. So much grease. I just gotta I'm not super picky when it comes to grease, but hey, that's crazy. It's like a puddle right here. That pepperoni is slamming out. But yeah, there's a big clog up at the gate a second ago. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it's because the international lines are going through there or what, but lo and behold, I'm gonna get through there. So my flight got delayed. There's pretty heavy rain here. I know there's a storm coming down in Florida. Possibly, I think it's a hurricane at this point. And hopefully it didn't hit the Keys, because I got family down there. My flight has been delayed. 4 times. It is, you can't see it, but it's 10:36.
Las terminales solamente en las áreas designadas del cordón de la acera.
So our flight was canceled until 7 p.m. tomorrow. All right, so this is about as bad as it gets. Never had it happen before. All the times I've been traveling. So our flight got delayed 5 times. I've been in Newark since about 5 o'clock. At about 12 o'clock, we were informed that our flight was canceled until tomorrow. And it's a cluster, and I'll give you a few things that went wrong. Firstly, we were told that because the FFA has a deal with United and I guess other airlines, you cannot do long haul flights until 7 p.m. in the evening. So that means for us, I'm stuck here until at least 7 p.m. tomorrow. And I've got accommodations back in Johannesburg. I've got a tour back in Johannesburg that I now am not going to be able to do. So this is just kind of taken away from that. So one of the days I'm going to be able to spend in Johannesburg, I can't do it. Next, I'm trying to find an UberX. So the line for the Uber is this long. So I'm trying not to be negative because I understand the value in positive thinking and being positive, because ultimately we are blessed. And this is like not the end of the world or anything. It's just an inconvenience. There's a lot of other stuff going on. That's a lot worse. But I will say that cannot even get an Uber right now. Uber is like broke down here for whatever reason at this airport. All the X's are immediately filled up. You cannot get one. I've been trying to get one. All the regular ones, cannot find them. The app is constantly going unavailable. So, I mean, I'm now forced to try and get a cab. Well, morning, guys. Long night. So this has been a trip already. Okay. Glad to be alive, but I'm gonna, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little frustrated with United Airlines right now, and just not so pleasant experience. And I get it, stuff happens, weather happens, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure what they did is, let me just, because we have a just 8:45 p.m. flight leaving Newark to Johannesburg, and they basically added this flight today for you guys who had the delay yesterday. So we just added that flight. I mean, the flight would not be added if we cannot leave. They wouldn't bring another plane and put people on that flight if we cannot leave 12. And I know for sure we definitely have flights before 7 p.m. from Newark to many different international places. Because I work with a lot of flights going to Europe, and they all leave before 7 p.m.
Okay.
So I don't know, did they tell you anything specifically, like going to Johannesburg, or did they tell you like international flights in general?
Out of his mouth, red-eye long-haul flights like Johannesburg, which didn't make sense to me because our flight was at 5:45. Not to mention flights to Paris, flights to New Delhi, Brussels. They all were leaving the airport, by the way, in similar weather, and I'm not sure why the flight got canceled. So, okay, so that didn't sound correct to you either?
No, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would they add specifically for you a flight at 12? I mean, not you, but the people who were on the same plane with you yesterday evening.
I spoke to my friend's father was in the border wall.
Like, what year was this? What year is this taking place?
Man, my cycling history is very
This is like rough estimate.
black.
I don't need that.
It's probably from like the 70s, 80s.
Oh, so this is like
Recently,
recent, dude.
yes. That's why
Okay.
like South Africa's democracy is so. We're only a 27-year young
It's young. Yeah, I
democracy,
get that.
but the democracy isn't. Democracy is what you think it is here in the States because people are so uneducated. There's a disparity of educated versus uneducated, and the rise in the population boom after apartheid. There was no infrastructure to help these people. No hospitals, no schools, roads, settlements. Nothing. And so this was the promises of the government.
No, you're good. Finally making it on this plane after basically 24 hours. Stuck in Newark, New Jersey. We're finally getting where we're supposed to be. Joburg South. So I'm excited, ready to go. Just had an awesome conversation with the guy I met from South Africa named Nick. He's traveling with his brother and his sister-in-law. Great combo. I'll show you guys. Let me record. And I got his perspective as a South African about their situation, and it's just good as an American to see other people's perspective on the world, because you come away most of the time appreciating and loving this country, but you also get to see its warts too, so you really know where you stand. It's almost like you know America better than maybe some people who haven't engaged with other people in other cultures, so it's just really good to see, and had an awesome conversation. We linked up, got each other's numbers, stuff like that, so super duper good. Today is going much better. I'll tell you more about that probably when we land, but today's going a lot better than the other days have been, so catch you guys. Look at this. So they packed the wrong bags on the flight when we're on the loading ramp. We're about to get up out of here, and they packed the wrong bags. People, United Airlines has had nothing but a comedy of errors this whole trip. I cannot wait to give you the whole rundown. It gets worse and worse and worse. I'm convinced that there's other forces working in the background, and I don't know what they are, but they're there. Basically in the dead center of the Atlantic, we're getting some turbulence. So it's about 10:20 here right now, and so 10:20 Eastern time. We have about 8 hours left of this flight. Been on this flight since before noon. Longest flight I'll probably possibly ever be on. So super duper crazy. We're not even halfway yet. We're coming up on halfway. We're like right over the Atlantic right now. I'll show you guys in a second. But just really, really, really crazy to be able to slay everybody on the plane. So.
Yes.